1:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The government will provide all support to conduct an election. Solutions will be provided to the problem of recruiting employees to the Railways Department. A new system will be introduced in admitting children to schools. The government will deliver a statement on the revision of bus fares tomorrow. Foreign news, Zelensky says that Russia plans to exhaust Ukraine with prolonged attacks. News in detail. Minister Bandula Gunawardena says that the government will provide all support to conduct an election. The government will take necessary action after submitting nominations for the forthcoming election by the Elections Commission. Participating in a cabinet decision media briefing held today, the minister stated that the government has allocated the necessary finance in this regard. Meanwhile, solutions will be provided to the problem of recruiting employees to the Railways Department. Railway station masters and railway guards have not been recruited to the department for a long period of time. Therefore, instant solutions will not be expected. A document has been submitted to the cabinet on this matter. Qualified employees of the state sector will be recruited to the Railways Department. A system will be introduced in admitting children to schools. Students will be admitted from grade 2 up to grade 11. The current circular of admitting children to grade 6 will be further expedited. A new system has been prepared when recruiting children in the middle way. The government will deliver a statement on the revision of bus fares tomorrow by considering the reduction in prices of diesel during the past few days. The National Transport Commission said that the price of diesel has been reduced by 25 rupees. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Attention has been paid on amending the retirement age limit of state employees in many fields. Secretary to the Ministry of Public Administration Neil Bandara said that it has been proposed to extend the retirement age up to 65 years. Nurses, specialist doctors and railway drivers are included for this proposal. 30,000 government employees retired on the 31st of December. He also emphasized on the need, dedication and responsibility in fulfilling the duties of the state service in the new year. He also pointed out that a well-planned program will be implemented to obtain the services of the state sector. The government says rice will not be imported except basmati rice. Minister Mahinda Amaravira said that the objective of this move is to provide a better price for paddy to the farmer communities. Meanwhile, the government has decided to import eggs. This decision has been taken as a remedy to the current egg shortage in the local market. Cabinet approval has been received for it. And that ends local news for now.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
In the main news story, it has been decided that the initial work of releasing governmental lands should be carried out only by the divisional secretaries. The government hopes to prepare a systematic program in this regard. A policy will be prepared including new amendments after studying all the rules and regulations relevant to this matter.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight this afternoon, the people of Vavakanda area in Kagala are facing many difficulties for not having a cemetery in the area. Families were resettled on colony system for the landless families before 70 years ago. Therefore, they request the relevant authorities to establish a cemetery for this area. This is for the attention of the District Secretary of Kagala. And that came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
We give you the strength to rise higher and higher. Never Never step back, but always march forward.
Empowering you to reach greater heights. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News Headlines. Zelensky says that Russia plans to exhaust Ukraine with prolonged attacks. Tesla reports record 1.3 million deliveries for 2022. An Australia helicopter collision, 4 dead in mid-air incident over Gold Coast. Ukraine's president says Russia is planning a protracted campaign of drone attacks in a bid to demoralize Ukraine. Volodymyr Zelensky said he had received an intelligence report suggesting that Moscow would launch the attacks using Iranian-made Shade drones. It comes after Ukraine carried out a strike that it said killed hundreds of Russian soldiers in the Donbas region. In an extremely rare admission of battlefield losses, Russia said the attack killed 63 of its troops. Speaking from Kyiv in his nightly address, Mr. Zelensky said Russia planned to exhaust Ukraine with prolonged wave of drone attacks. Electric car maker Tesla says it delivered a record 1.3 million vehicles last year, 40% more than in 2021. It comes after the company delivered more than 405,000 vehicles in the last 3 months of 2022. However, that figure missed Wall Street forecasts of around 430,000 deliveries for the period. This year, the motor industry is expected to face slowing demand as potential customers worry about rising interest rates and recession concerns. In a statement to investors, Tesla said it had no deal with significant COVID and supply chain-related challenges throughout the year. 4 people have died after a mid-air collision between 2 helicopters near Seaward on Australia's Gold Coast. Queensland police say initial investigations suggest the crash happened as one aircraft was taking off and the other was landing. Those who died were travelling in the same helicopter. 3 other passengers are in a critical condition. 2 UK citizens were among those killed in the crash, a Foreign Office spokesperson told the BBC. They added that officials were supporting the families of the 2 victims who have not been named and would remain in contact with the local authorities. Back to the headlines of the world news. Zelensky says that Russia plans to exhaust Ukraine with prolonged attacks. Tesla reports record 1.3 million deliveries for 2022. An Australia helicopter collision, 4 dead in mid-air incident over Gold Coast. And that ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
Amidst all challenges, we will rally around you and advance.
In the face of hardships, let's stand strong together.
Empowering you to reach greater heights. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News.
Construction work of the Gampha District Secretariat Office building complex is nearing completion. This is an 8-storied building complex and 3.060 million rupees has been allocated in this regard. And that was development news. And moving on to sports news. The first T20 match between Sri Lanka and India will begin in Mumbai today at 7 p.m. local time. Dasun Shanaka will be the captain of the Sri Lanka team and Hardik Pandya is the captain of the Indian team. The sports channel of the SLBC is ready to bring live ball-by-ball commentaries in all 3 languages through the frequencies of 107.3 from Colombo, 107.5 from Yatiantota, and in addition 97.4 from Hunasgiria, 104.7 in Denyaya, and 104.9 from Haputale.
Let us turn this difficult time that we are facing now to a positive opportunity. We must rise up as a nation in 2023. NSB will extend its fullest support for you to rise with confidence. NSB, the safest place for you.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
National Savings Bank has achieved an improvement in many fields in the year 2022. General Manager of the Kolupitia main branch, Ajit Piris, said this while assuming duties in the new year.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank.
Let us turn this difficult time that we are facing now to a positive opportunity. We must rise up as a nation in 2023. NSB will extend its fullest support for you to rise with confidence. NSB, the safest place for you.
In economic news, the Department of Wildlife says that a higher income has been received during the last week of December 2022. The income of the department is 80 million rupees. This is the highest income that the department has earned. It has also been revealed that 11.3 million rupees have been earned only for yesterday due to the arriving of a large number of tourists. And that was economic news. And now moving on to the weather report. The Department of Meteorology says that several spells of light showers can be expected in the Ua province and in Batticaloa and Ampara districts. However, mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere. Cold weather can be expected during the early morning. The Meteorology Department stated that ground frost can be experienced in parts of Nuwara district in the early hours of the morning.
Weather report.
Well, that was the weather report. And before we conclude this news broadcast, the headlines once again. The government will provide all support to conduct an election. Solutions will be provided to the problem of recruiting employees to the railway department. A new system will be introduced in admitting children to schools. The government will deliver a statement on the revision of bus fares tomorrow. Foreign news, Zelensky says that Russia plans to exhaust Ukraine with prolonged attacks. And with that, we end this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.